Namaskar. Good morning, dear students. Today's date is 17th June 2020. As you know, from today we are going to start Unit 5 Inspiring People. As you know, in our everyone's life, someone is the role model. Okay, means any person who is motivation for us, who supports us, whose values, whose morals are our guidelines. Okay, whenever we stuck in between any problem, any situation, they are there to help us. Okay, our history is the most important what we call base. Okay, our history is the base of our character building. Why? Because from historical stories we learn lot of, from the mythological stories like Ramayana, Mahabharata, then our patriotic stories, then stories of Dr. Abdul Kalam, Sachin Tendulkar, Kiran Bedi, Mother Teresa, right? That kind of people inspire us to do better, okay, and to fight the situations with courage. In this lesson, in this unit, we are going to learn more about Helen Keller, how she defied her limitations, okay, how she won, what was her lifestyle. Then we are going to learn more about the things which will help us to become the stronger person. So let's start with me. Here we have one getting started activity. For this we need our textbook. So I hope you all are ready with your textbook, pen and colors also, pencil colors. Alright, let's start now. Many times we end up in situations we have not planned for. It is when lives of determined people inspire us to sail through the sea of troubles. Which qualities help you to handle such situations? Color them. Okay, I don't have colors with me, so I have just marked right. Okay, looking for situations, being patient, adapting to the situation, complaining about the situation, cooperate and flow with the situation, then blaming others, understanding the situation, feeling sad and gloomy. So here are some points, and we have to discuss which points are important to overcome, to go out of the situation with successfulness, right? So let's see. Looking for solutions means when we have any kind of problem or situation, we have to think about it first. So understand the situation, then cooperate and flow with the situation, then adapting the solution to the situation means being patient, looking for the solutions, adapting the situation, then cooperate and flow with the situation. These all are the things which help us to win the battle about anything. Means if we have any confusion, then also we can think about the confusion, we can find out the possibilities to get away or to get out of the confusion, right, to solve our problem. So these are the things. So you have to color these things, okay, these points 1 2 3 4 5, these 4 points, 5 points, sorry, with by using the color pencils only, because if you use sketch pen then it will be not visible. Okay, so for this you can use color pencils. Now let's see listening skill. Okay, listen to this passage about an engineer from Ladakh who started out as a poor student but later went on to become a successful teacher and engineer. Let's see the passage, the reading. Okay, the reading text. Sonam Wangchuk was born on the Leh district of Jammu and Kashmir. He was 9 years old when he went to school. He did not know Hindi and English, so could not understand his teachers. When he grew up, he realized many students from the Himalayas, like him, cannot connect to the languages used in books and schools. So he founded a school named Sekmol to bring educational reform in and teaching method became successful in Ladakh. Later, the government asked for his help to make the education policy of the state. In the year 2014, he invented the ice stupa for storing water that could be used by farmers during the dry season. Now, let's see the questions. Answer the following question. Here we don't have any need to write down the answer because this is only oral approach. You can answer the questions orally. It not possible in the video class, so I can answer you all the questions. When did Sonam Wangchuk first go to school? He went to school when he was 9 years old. Second, which language did Sonam not know when he was a child? Sonam didn't know Hindi and English when he was a child. See, why did he found SECMOL? He founded SECMOL to bring educational reform in Ladakh. What help did the government ask for Sonam? The government asked his help to make the education policy of the state. What did he invent in 2014? In the year 2014, he invented the ice stupa for storing water. Let's see phonic. The sound th and the. Okay, read the poem. You can't think without a brain, and there always thunder with rain, said the queen sitting on her throne, as he listed the things she had known. The letters in the blue have the th sound and the letters in the orange have the sound. Read the th sound words. Through, both, moth, thank, south, throw. Read the sound. This, then, that, gather, brother, leather. Okay, leather. Now, usually the words that end in the have th sound. Th have th sound, and the words that have th followed by another letter end in the sound. Example: bath, baths, bath. Okay, now circle the th and the sound. Underline the sounds. Bath, that, day, other, truth, teeth, father, cloth, feather, health, month, north. Alright, you have to do like me. Then let's see. Put the following words in the correct column. Read them aloud. Path, mouth, youth, cloth, breathe. Mouth, paths, youth, cloth, breathe. Okay, now you have to like this only, write like this only. I will provide you the PDF, it will help you more. Now let's see the language ladder tenses. Okay, we use tenses to express our things and the events when they happened. Let's see, we use the three tenses to express time reference of an action or event. Every tense has different aspects that have different functions. The three tenses are the past, the present, and the future. Every tense has the simple, the continuous, and the perfect aspect. Let's revise what we know about tenses. Okay, I will provide you one reference video of tenses also. It will be more helpful for you. Okay, let's see. Past tense, simple past tense. I wrote in my diary. We use was, were as to be verbs plus past form of the verb. Okay, in simple present tense, we use simple present tense for time of speaking. Okay, writing. जैसे simple present, I write in my diary. Am, is, are the to be verbs for present tense plus verb. Here simple future, I will write in my diary. Will plus verb. Now let's see past continuous. I was writing in my diary. Was, were plus ing verb. Present continuous, I am writing in my diary. Is MR plus ing verb. Action events in progress. Okay, now past perfect, I had written in my diary. Had plus past participle verb. Okay, I have written in my diary. Has have plus past participle verb. Action events completed earlier. I will provide you the reference video. Don't worry about it. And while we are practicing grammar, we will learn it one more time. Okay, we have learned it before. We will just revise it. Alright, now let's see. We know about the simple and the continuous aspect. Let's learn about the perfect aspect. These aspects talk about completed actions or events. Present perfect tense. This tense is used to talk about actions or events that were completed in the immediate past. The exact time of action is not known. It also focuses on the present result of the actions that happened earlier. Structure has have plus past participle form. I have just finished the project. She has lost her wallet. Now past perfect. This tense is used to talk about an action or event that had been completed in the past. We use this tense to talk about an event that happened before another event in the past. Structure had plus past participle verb form. I had finished the project before the teacher asked for it. Priya had left when it started to rain. Now let's see. We use these tenses to express the time reference of an action. Okay, these tenses are very important in communication. Now I will provide you the PDF of the textbook answers and also video. Now let's start pre-reading. Can we read and write with our eyes closed? No, we can't. We need to see to read and write. What about blind people? Do they never read and write? Or if they do, how do they do it? Okay, this one is the question and we will get the answer in reading portion, right? So this is the story of Helen Keller. Now let's start reading. In Alabama, a southeastern US state, in 1880, she was a cheerful and a healthy baby. Her parents were Kate Adams Keller and Colonel Arthur Keller. Her father worked for a newspaper. She grew up on her family large farm called Lew Bryn. When Helen was almost 2 years old, she contracted an illness. She got very sick and had a high fever for many days. Helen became deaf and blind as a result of an unknown illness. With the passage of time, Helen developed her own method of communicating with the people around. Keller was very intelligent and tried to understand her surroundings through touch, smell, and taste. However, she realized that her family members communicate with their mouths instead of using signs as she did. She would become wild and unruly when she was unable to join in a conversation. She would kick and scream when angry. Her parents knew they needed help, so they hired a tutor named Anne Sullivan. Sullivan. She was just 14 years older than Helen. She was strict, but she had a lot of energy. Anne began the task of teaching Helen by manually singing into her hand. Anne spelled letters with her fingers on Helen's palm, but Helen didn't understand what the letters meant. To help Helen understand better, Annie took her to a water pump and let cold water run over her hand. Then she wrote the letters WATER in Helen's palm again and again. Suddenly Helen understood the letters spelled out in her palm. Now she knew that everything had a name. She knew that water meant the substance flowing over her hand. Immediately, Helen bent down and tapped the ground. Anne spelled earth on her hand. By the night that day, she had learned 30 new words. Helen wanted to speak and communicate like others. She learned to speak when she was 10 by feeling her teacher's mouth when she talked. Helen later learned to read books in Braille. People often found it hard to understand her, but she never gave up trying. Helen learned to read many languages: French, German, Greek, and Latin in Braille. When she was 20, she entered Radcliffe College, the women's branch of Harvard University. She graduated at the age of 24 and became the first deaf-blind person to earn a bachelor's degree in arts. She was determined to stay connected with people and the world around her. So with great effort, she learned to speak. She became so good that she started giving lectures and speeches about her life. With the help of Sullivan, she wrote her first book, The Story of My Life. It covered her transformation from childhood to a 21-year-old college student. Her first book was translated into 50 languages. She became a renowned author and speaker. She traveled to 25 countries, spreading awareness and talking about deaf people's problems. Keller wanted to support other people suffering from blindness. In the year 1915, she co-founded the Helen Keller International Organization, dedicated to fighting cause of blindness and poor health. The organization is still active in 22 countries around the world. Helen also inspired many works of art, including 2 Oscar-winning movies, and received many honors for her accomplishments, such as the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest honor that an American civilian can receive. She died in her sleep in 1968. Helen did not let her disability stop her from learning and helping others. Her life is an example of how much difference we can make with our determination and hard work. Now let's see the new words of this chapter. Here, unruly means difficult to control. Manually means by hand. Braille, a printing system in which letters are printed as raised dots so that they can read by touching them. Honor, award. Civilian, a person of a country who is not in the military or police. Now we have done the reading of this chapter. Alright, now let's see recapitulation. Now it's a time of recapitulation. What we have done today? Today we have introduced the chapter Inspiring People unit. From this, and we learned, we read out the story of Helen Keller. I think it is quite very important to know about the blind people, their lives, and to get lot of motivation and inspiration from them, right? We learned how to solve the problem by the wheel of solutions, wheel of points. Then we colored the things which are important to solve the problem. Then we have done the listening task. Listening tasks answers are not necessary to be written in the notebook. It is just for oral approach, right? Then we have learned the phonic sounds the and the. Then we have practiced language ladder tenses. Today I will provide you one video of reference for tenses also. It is quite important, short but more important to get more information about the tense. Then we read out the chapter. Now let's see what is your today's homework. Today you have to complete exercise, the phonics exercise of page number 69 and 70, question 1 and 2. Then copy the word meanings of chapter Helen Keller in your notebook literature part. Alright, and see the video of tenses whichever I am going to share with you, okay, along with today's video. Thank you.